Hello friends, my name's James, and this is my 1965 Alberg 30 sloop SV Tritea. We're on a mission to sail around the world and see as much of this beautiful planet as possible. On this season, we're working our way through New Zealand. I want to share with you all the magic that is Aotearoa. Okay, it's time for us to head over to Marsden's Cove. It's a marina. There's also a boat ramp. We're just gonna go get eyeballs on what's happening over there. If there's a shop, restaurant, whatever. It's like over 2 miles from here to there. So, got the long range tank put in the dinghy. And we're just gonna take it easy. It's very still out and beautiful. So we'll just have a nice motor across the river and go check out Marsden's Cove and Marsden's Cove Marina. I just put the dinghy at the fuel dock way down at the end so it's out of the way. I don't see like a public dinghy dock. Maybe that's it over there. But I'm sure somebody will get butthurt about me being here. But I'm gonna go check out this cafe and go from there. Scoping out where the trash is. I have a bag of trash I gotta get rid of. Here in New Zealand, you buy these bags that are prepaid at the grocery store, like 16 bucks for like 4 bags, and that pays for the dump, basically. It's your contribution to getting rid of the garbage, so I have it in one of those bags. I just need to carry it over. There's a dumpster I can throw it in. Check out this boat. I bet it'd be fun to ride on one of those America's Cup boats. It'd be flying. Even those new wacky ones that look like water insects. It'd be fun to ride on one. Oh, here's the mast. Wow. rod rigging. spider web. Looks like it's been here a minute. Wow. Mondo. Oh, look at that. Weird. Okay, successful trip to Marsden Cove. Got lots of groceries. Got a backpack full of groceries also. Ran into my buddy Bruce on his boat Bob, SV Bob, which is a Toshiba 40. It's like a Baba 40. Beautiful boat. He's getting ready to sail from here, like in like 5 days. From here to Fiji, Fiji to Guam, and then Guam to Japan, which is very exciting. Stoked for him. My friends Annette and Anders from SV Horizon are here. They're anchored just behind me. So I'm gonna go visit with them later tonight. I stopped by and said hi to Anders on the way back. And I met them in Bora Bora briefly, and then I spent time with them in American Samoa. And they've been using Whangarei as their base for the winter, or for the summer rather. So it'll be nice to catch up with them tonight. Right now I gotta get my vittles put away, but I had an awesome time over at Marsden Cove. Cool spot. I had a good lunch, fish and chips at a little cafe there. It's a small, there's not a lot to do, but there's a little marine shop, grocery store, bakery, general store, and a good little restaurant. It's kind of all you need. The only downfall for this anchorage is that it's like a 2-mile drive, so in bad weather it would be no fun, but I had perfect weather today, so it was an easy drive. We're gonna haul up here at McLeod Bay and sneak our way over to One Tree Point and anchor over there for the night. That'll put us closer to Marsden's Cove and just check out a new spot, and it's gonna put us on our way. We're gonna head to Limestone Island the next day. Right now I'm doing it kind of early because we're at slack water, so I'm not gonna be fighting a current to get the anchor up, so let's get it done. All right, let's do it. We are approaching the anchorage, One Tree Point. I'm not sure why they called it One Tree Point, but maybe you guys can help me figure it out. It's low water and there's like a big shoal. You can't see it really. It's up son of us. There's a shoal exposed high out of the water, just off the starboard side. And we have the town of Marsden's Cove to port. So we're just gonna stay in the deep channel, come about, and find an anchorage with the other boats that are already anchored over there. The hook is set. We're in 3 meters of water, so like 9 feet, little less than 3 meters. We have 5 scope out. The hook set super hard, and this is our spot for the night. We are right here at One Tree Point. There's the famous One Tree. I think that white building is some kind of yacht club or boating club, and then there's a boat ramp. A couple little moorings out here. Ooh, white cliffs, that's pretty neat over there. Gonna go in and have lunch with my buddy Bruce, who has a Toshiba 40 that he is preparing to leave to sail to Japan in a few days. So we're gonna head into Marsden's Cove and get lunch later, and I'll show you guys Bruce's boat if he's down, and hear about his adventure coming up. And then tomorrow we'll haul up and head for Limestone Island, which should be really neat. Look how swiftly the current's moving. We're just drifting. No wind, just current. This is my buddy Bruce's boat, SV Bob, and he's getting ready to go to Japan. Let's take a look at it and hear what he's up to. Hello, Bruce.
Hey.
All right, so you're Bruce?
Bruce, yep.
And this is
me.
SV Bob or SY Bob? How you
Bruce,
get?
Bruce on Bob.
Bruce on Bob. And you're heading to Japan?
Yep, eventually heading off to Fiji for a start. And then making our way northwest from there to Guam, and then into Japan.
And you're leaving this week, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Once the weather opens up for us, which is looking like it might be Sunday. Nice,
nice. Yeah. And then how long do you think that whole thing will take?
Well, 8 or 10 days to Japan. Oh, sorry, to Fiji. Then I'm thinking maybe 20-25 days to Guam, and then another 5 or 6 days to Aotearoa, which is an outlying island, which is where we'll check in. and then another 5 or 6 days into Osaka.
Oh wow, so Guam is that close to an outlying Japanese island. Wow, that is crazy. I never realized that.
Yeah, it's directly south of Aotearoa. Which,
yeah, what is that then? What, 600 miles or something from?
Yeah, 800. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then what kind of daily miles do you think this boat's going to do offshore?
Depends on how hard I push it, and I've got to go through the doldrums.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to slow me down. But if I can do 100 to 120 a day, I'll be happy.
Yeah,
the boat's probably capable of more than that.
For sure, yeah. Yeah, because she's 40-foot boat, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like 110 to 120 is my average, so I bet she's going to do a little better than that.
Yeah, I've yet to really test her offshore. I've owned the boat for 18 months and spent all of that time just on the coast of New Zealand.
Yeah, but you've done quite a bit of offshore sailing.
I have, but not on my own boat, on other people's boats.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not too freaked out by that. Although taking my own boat offshore for the first time is a new challenge.
Yeah, you'll be great.
Yeah, and then once I'm on my own as well, I'm sailing up with my brother and sister actually to Fiji, and that's going to be fun and its own challenge. And then they're heading home, and I'll move on from there on my own and do the rest of all the passage through to Guam. And then I've got a friend coming to join me in Guam. There's heavy traffic from there on into Japan. So. Oh
yeah, that'll be good to have. Have you done any solo ocean stuff?
No.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's chill.
Yeah. No, I'm really looking forward to it. Just looking forward to getting into a groove and just getting to know this boat really well. Yeah,
that's awesome. And then you're going to stay in Japan for a while because your son's there, right?
That's correct, yeah. My son is working in Tokyo, and so I'm really looking forward to just arriving and spending some time with him. He lives in central Tokyo, and I've recently heard about a marina that is within half an hour's walk of where he lives, and it apparently is very welcoming to foreign boats. And so that could be a possibility for the winter. Stay there over the winter.
North American winter?
Yep, northern hemisphere. Yep. And
yeah, I guess northern hemisphere. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe come home for a few months, but certainly park the boat up. And then next year, at this stage, the plan is to continue on up the coast of Japan to Hokkaido, the northern island, and then head east towards Alaska and British Columbia via the Aleutian Islands.
Yes, that's the jam.
Yeah, that's at this stage not set in concrete. I'll just see how
that's how sailing is, but that sounds like a pretty good option.
Yeah.
Awesome. Hell yeah. And then you have a tracker.
Yep. So, it's on a Predict Wind tracker. It's just
I'll put the link in the description of this video too.
Yeah, no, it'd be great to have some people following along. And from time to time, I've got my own Instagram handle, so there'll be a few photos when I get to port.
Yeah. Awesome. Super stoked for him. Very exciting adventure. And I'll make sure and have all his info down below so you guys can check it out.
Cheers.
And
James.
what is the boat again?
It's a Bob Perry Toshiba 40.
And what year?
87.
Awesome.
Yeah, so she's well traveled, done a lot of miles.
Yeah, and Bob Perry's just a badass. So.
Oh yeah, people speak so highly of these boats, and I can understand why. And this one's had some really nice modifications. It's got this hard dodger and a hard bimini. Really nicely set.
Yeah, makes life very comfortable offshore.
Yeah.
Awesome. So check out what he's doing. So while I was on Bruce's boat, he said he pulled out a bunch of duplicate New Zealand charts he had and asked me if I wanted them. And so I went through them, and it's like a lot of places I'm going to be going, especially in the Hauraki Gulf, the Great Barrier Island, and all kinds of good charts. And I'm a big fan of paper charts. So he gave me a whole big stack of paper charts for New Zealand. And then he said that he had all the paper charts for the Pacific, except he didn't have the Aleutian charts. And it just so happens that I have a ton of Aleutian charts, because that's where I was planning to go after Hawaii, was the Aleutians. Now, I had given all of my Alaska, lower Alaska charts and British Columbia charts to, what's the name of that boat? Some cruisers I met in Hawaii. I can't remember their name. I'll put it on the screen right now. I visited with them on the island of Molokai, and they were heading to Alaska, but they were going to like Kodiak. And they said that, and I said, oh, do you have charts for Alaska? And they were like, no. I had a huge collection, so I gave them those. And they tried to give me money. I was like, no, you just pass them on to the next person when you get done with them. That's how this community works. Sure enough, it was awesome, because then, you know, Bruce is like, oh, I've got all these New Zealand, duplicate New Zealand charts. Do you need them? I don't have any New Zealand charts, so I was stoked. And then it just so happens that I have the charts he needs, so I'll be able to get those to him tomorrow morning. I even have one for Guam. He may already have Guam, but some of these, there's like a large scale chart of the Aleutians in Japan and everything that will be fantastic for him. So, super stoked. I can hook him up with those charts just like he hooked me up. And yeah, that's how this whole thing works. If you enjoy the content on this channel and would like to contribute, you can consider joining the Patreon crew. Thanks for watching. Fair winds until next time.